What is good, people? Welcome to today's video and thank you for spending your time here with me. And we're not here to waste anybody's time, so we're going to get straight into it. Fully automating our work life and nicheception. So first of all, before we get into this in a very short moment, we just need to keep in mind, beyond this presentation and throughout 2020 into 2021, that through this lockdown, things have been happening. People have been making moves. There's been two groups of people. There's been people that have been they've been locked down, they've been in the house, they've been thinking, wow, how can I come back with a bang? How can I make this business better? How can I outdo my competitors? How can I 10x what I'm doing now? How can I get to where I want? How can I grow my business so I can work on it and not in it? Okay. And then there's been people that have been not doing that. Okay. There's been people that haven't been working overtime, they haven't been looking for information in different places from different people, and therefore just by the fact that it's a basic law, the more you put into something, the more you get out of it. Okay, so the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter if you're an established business, it doesn't matter if you're new, it doesn't matter if you've been successful in the past. What matters is that there's been other people who have been going harder than you, and that's just a fact. Okay, so if you're one of the people in group one, if you're that kind of person and you've been doing that stuff, then good job for you. If you haven't, then you need to strap your boots. Okay, so fully automating and nicheception. So within your niche, okay, you need to find a specific group of people within that, already in your general audience to cater to. Okay, so for example, fitness. It's great that your fitness, whatever. Now just imagine how many fitness people have spawned, during this quarantine. How many people have been doing these, whether it's Snapchat workouts or diet plans, or I think he was like 16. He was making around like $3,000 a month from for selling like diet plans and things like that. But that was his niche. Okay, so obviously, someone in obviously if you're in fitness, you're not in fitness if you're not in good shape. So I'm assuming you're all in good shape. Okay, and it doesn't have to just be, it can be obviously whatever fitness, but you need to find a niche specifically within fitness. Okay, so it could be mums 30 to 40, it could be spiritual, this whole spirituality, healthy, alkaline, all of that kind of stuff, all the alkaline, all the healthy, all the meditation, all the yoga, all of that stuff is so big right now in general. And 9 times out of 10, if someone is like quote unquote spiritual or on that kind of like awakening path or whatever, they are into health, because health is part of it. Okay, but not everybody knows what kind of workouts, not everybody knows what's best for their body, not everybody knows like different body types, like ectomorph, mesomorph, like what they should be eating, what they shouldn't be eating, what's actually good, intermittent fasting, all of that stuff. Okay, so what I'm saying is, you can target those people, and then even within those people, even within the spiritual realm, you can fine tune that, you can niche it down even further. Okay, you can either only males or only females or a certain age group, and then on top of all of that, you need to figure out, okay, so this is my demographic, this is what I'm targeting, and so what kind of brands do these people like? Okay, what kind of mentors and gurus do these people watch? Where they're getting their content from? Okay, so what are their hopes and what are their dreams? Okay, do they hope? You have to figure all of that stuff out, because the whole idea of all of this, is to reduce wastage within the business. And one of the ways we're reducing waste is financially, because the clearer and the more well-defined your customer avatars are, then the cheaper it is going to be to advertise, because we know who we want to target. We're not wasting money trying to target unnecessary people that smoke all day and aren't into fitness. We're not targeting 50-year-old men. We want to target 30 to 40-year-old females that are spiritual, into yoga, and they want to they could even have, do you have back problems, or blah blah blah. So even within, because you've refined your niche, you've got a niche within a niche within a niche. Okay, you can put out different kinds of content because people don't want to see pictures with you with a shirt off all the time, or people showing you how to do push-ups all the time, or whatever. You can put out, for example, spiritual content or meditate, like you put the advantages of yoga, this like how to balance your chakras, or whatever it is. You can put out so many different kinds of content because you know your audience, you know what they like to look at, X, Y, Z. Okay, and even like a niche like roofing. Okay, so cool, you're into roofing, but now let's save money and let's target a specific group of people, because a lot of there's so many homes out here. Okay, so do people need re-roofing? Do people need a whole new roof? Is there storm damage? Depending on your area, and of course, you can track this. You can weather, and I think there's even a script. I actually have a Google script that you can put into Google, and it will alert you like areas where storms have been and things like that. But obviously that's dependent on your area and all of that. But yeah, and even with this, your customer, you need to go within. So cool, roofing, re-roofing. Okay, so maybe your ideal customer, it could be people that are over a certain threshold of income. Maybe they earn over a certain amount and they're interested in investing. Maybe they're property people. Okay, so it's actually in their best interest for roofing. Okay, so you're not just targeting people that might want a new roof because they have some moss, or they might need re-roofing. Do you understand? You're targeting people that it's already in their mind, because a lot of people, it's the same reason why people don't invest. Okay, because people aren't hip to the fact that it's in their best interest to do so. Okay, like a lot of people might well need a roofing done, but they don't need it done. I mean, they don't think they need it done because they're just not programmed like that. So why waste money advertising to them? Okay, when you can literally just advertise to the people who are interested in roofing. First of all, they're interested in making increasing the value of their property. Okay, and all of this equates to it becoming much easier to figure out pain points and the psychology of ideal clients. Okay, so as I gave the examples for the roofers. As I said, people who want to, they're thinking, oh, okay, how can I increase the value of my property? Boom, boom, boom. And then you might know someone who does driveways, or you might do driveways yourself. It could be a bigger company, and you can either refer or you can get more business. Do you understand? Purely because you've fully refined your ideal customer. And notice this earlier, I said customer avatars. Okay, you don't just come up with one customer avatar. You need to come up with at least 3. Okay, at least 3 customer avatars of your potential ideal clients, because it's really not that simple as you come up with a customer avatar and then you put all that criteria and then you just advertise to that, because split testing is an expensive but worthwhile process, because the ROI that you gain from that is great, because you will find your ideal audience. Okay, you're finding the people that really want, desire, and need your products, okay, and your services. So now that we figured all of that out, we figured out, okay, cool. So we do what we do, but how can we hyper refine? So we need to go within, and then once we're within, we need to create at least 3 customer avatars, and we need to identify their pain points, psychology, habits, likes, goals, desires, what they want, what they don't like. And you need to identify the people that you don't want to target, because you can actually you can put this into your marketing so you save money. Okay, it's all about fully making everything just as efficient as it can be. Okay, so now that we know what Nicheception is and how to do it and what to look for, what are the benefits of automating workflow, and how can we integrate these different elements into our everyday life and our marketing and save time and money. So why would I want to benefit? Why would I want to automate my workflow? Obviously, because time is money. Duh. Okay, maximize your ROI. Save yourself from stress. Time is money. It's the one thing that we cannot get back. Okay, why do you think I'm talking so fast? But yeah, no, seriously, like you really need to max out your ROI. And on top of this, it allows us to auto scale. Okay, so basically what this means is we can gain clients while we sleep, as the funnel that we create is always able to contact people, is always able to interact with people. Messages can be sent out 23 hours later, like a whole day later, on autopilot. Do you know what I mean? To follow up with people. You can follow up with people. You can send out different sequences if people are subscribed to your chatbot, which they automatically become subscribed as soon as they click on it. So let's say you run an ad. Okay, so you run an ad. Okay, let's go with the roofers for a sec. So let's say, attention homeowners in Texas or Alabama, or attention homeowners in London. We are needing to we need 5 homeowners to test our new roofing system on. Could it be you? Or something like that, and you can get and you'll be find out now if you're eligible for our whatever however you want to phrase it. Okay, but you understand what I'm saying. So why would you so let's say a city like London, or a state like Alabama, or wherever it is, a densely populated area. At least 5 people are going to click on that, because assuming that you've done the Nicheception, assuming that you've come up with the 3 minimum customer avatars, and you've come up with you have like at least like 5 different ad sets, okay, and you're testing, you're split testing, and you're seeing what's working, what's not, what kind of people are reacting and interacting and inquiring about the services and the products you're offering, then it's just making sense, okay? Because let's say 10,000 people see that. Do you really think at least 5 people won't click that? And of course you can say 5 homeowners, but that's just for FOMO, okay? That's you can have 10 people already, you can have 10 customers come, but you can still advertise for 5 homeowners, because people, or even make it 4, make it you just make it a weird number, or don't just say 2. You understand? Don't make it 10. Don't make it too broad. Either make it 5, or make it like a weird number, like only 4. Do you know what I mean? Because people will think, oh yeah, new system, it's exclusive, blah blah blah. Oh, I can get a great deal on something new. I can improve the value of my house. And then on top of that, because people are thinking they're getting such a great deal at XYZ, you're building great customer relations. Okay, you're building great rapport. You're building you're literally increasing your brand credibility and image on autopilot. Okay. So yeah, and this also allows for your workflow to be integrated into your life. Okay, like people are gonna come, people are gonna fill out the information, people are gonna send the information, and everything can be scheduled around your life. Okay, and we're gonna get into that in a second. We're gonna get into how we can do all of this in a second. It's very, very easy. Okay, and your whole social profile can be turned into a funnel. Okay, and you can educate potential leads, which is building trust. Okay, so what do I mean by that? So for example, let's say let's jump to the fitness people. So let's say we come to a profile. Okay, or let's say I've seen your ad, but I didn't click the link or whatever. I just clicked straight through to your profile. Okay, so let's say the chatbot, it can pop up, so it sends me a message, and then it can say, or this can even be like another kind of ad, but like not for a deal. So it can say like, oh yeah, find out why you're not losing belly fat in how you want, or find out why you're not losing your love handles or whatever. Gain this free PDF. So something's free. Okay, so that's the lead magnet. So the people that click through to this are kind of qualifying themselves, because they're clearly not people with six packs. They're clearly not people that's overweight that don't want to lose weight. They're clearly people that's overweight. They want to lose weight. They want to find out how to lose weight, and you're providing the answer. You're educating them. With this PDF, you need to give as much value as possible. Okay, you need to fully educate them. Male, female, XYZ, whatever your audience is. Okay, so on top of that, you can send up a follow-up automated message. Okay, saying, okay, yeah, now that you're educated on XYZ, blah blah blah, would you like to book an appointment with Dan, who can run you down on who can help you develop a free meal plan just tailored to your body type. Okay, so and if someone, you have to understand that this is all micro commitments, and that's the other great thing about using chatbots, using ManyChat. Okay, because you can see the drop-off rates. You can literally see every single step of where people interact and where people drop off, where people stop interacting with your business. So obviously, if 60% of people are dropping off at a certain point, you need to do some fixing. Okay, some fixing needs to be done. And on top of this, so let's say, cool, so we get the consultation now. They've given their details, they've booked in. Now we can upsell on autopilot. You can send, as I said, you can send up a follow-up messages up to like 23 hours later, and you can not only segregate people, but you can put different kinds of people in different kinds of sequences. Okay, so you can say, oh, okay, great, so boom boom boom. Okay, so obviously, like, if they just booked a free consultation, they probably, like, trust is being built and stuff, but it's, like, they haven't bought anything yet. But this is a great chance to sell something, but something cheap. So if it's a funnel like this, this is like obviously like a low ticket funnel building up to higher ticket products that I'm talking about. Like, you can have a funnel that's higher ticket, etc., etc. But for what I'm saying, you can maybe upsell something cheaper. Okay, or you can just do all the selling on your consultation or call or whatever it is. And why is all of this automation so vital? Exactly, you're correct. Because of the law of diminishing returns. Because the longer you leave something or someone, the less interested they become, the less the heads get turned, the likelihood of them doing things that you wanted them to do, or that they initially wanted to do, becomes just less and less and less. So how are we? This is why in sales it is stressed so much that whenever information is collected, so for example, this is especially important for people like roofers, whether you're doing mortgaging, whatever it is, you need to follow up within maximum 12 minutes. Okay, if you leave it 24 hours, the chances of you converting that lead, it just drops so drastically, it's insane. Okay, so with automating things, first of all, things are done on autopilot. Okay, so as I said, you can book everything in on autopilot, so that kind of like locks people in. Or and by the way, so say someone fills out the information, this can all be exported to whatever your CRM is, or it can be exported and integrated into Google Sheets, so for free. Do you understand? So you can collect, like, we've collected like over like hundreds of people's information, okay, and it just all goes into a Google Sheet, and then that Google Sheet share with the client. Do you understand? But yeah, so law of diminishing returns, the longer you leave people and people wait and things like that, then the less chance it is for converting. This is why fully automating things it just makes things more efficient, and drop-off rates are decreased, and conversion and closing rates just highly increase, because you know that the people are warm, you know that the people are interested, trust has been built already. So whenever they get into contact with you, when they pass over the information, or when you're on the phone to them, then they are they're just more likely to convert. So let's see how this can all work. Okay, so here is how it's gonna work. So this is just an example. Okay, you can have a whole sequence, okay, of questions and ways to segregate and qualify your ideal clients. Okay, so let's say even obviously clearly people are going to come through that's not your ideal client, so you can segregate those people and you can deal with them another way. But your ideal clients will get funneled. Okay, so in this scenario, I'm an ideal client, I've been funneled, and before we go into this is all in Messenger. Okay, so as I said, Facebook owns Messenger. Facebook owns Messenger, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Okay, so literally you can drive traffic from Instagram into Messenger and funnel your ideal leads. Okay, and this is so much better than a website, because first of all, a lot of people don't update their websites. Okay, you don't update the content. Like you don't look at it monthly. It's not like I've seen so many websites of just different niches, and like some of them are just so, like I want to click off it. Like I'm sorry that I clicked on it. You know what I mean? Like it's just not. There's nothing engaging. There's not chatbots interacting with me. There's not pop-ups trying to get my information. There's nothing that wants me to stay on the website. Do you know what I mean? So even if you don't integrate a chatbot like this into your organization, it integrates something into your website that forces people to interact, that forces people to stay on the page or want to stay on the page. Because people these days, you probably haven't even listened to a lot of the things I've said throughout this video, okay? If you've even gotten this far. I don't even know how many people have gotten this far, but if you have, congratulations. But people have tiny attention spans thanks to social media, thanks to phones, thanks to video games. All of that stuff destroys people mentally, psychologically, okay? But my point is, this is why chatbots are so great, because things can be given out so quickly. You can get instant replies. Oh yes, no, yes, and you can. People want to engage with things. People have fun. Responding to chatbots and things like that. Like look at this. Look at this. Like that is attention grabbing. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, back to this. So, boom, and notice my email's already here. So all the lead would have to do is just tap it and it's there. Okay, and then you get them to enter whatever their phone number is. So boom, the phone number's there. And I'm gonna leave that for a sec. I'm gonna leave that for just 1 sec. Okay. So as I was saying, first of all, a lead has just come, okay, and they've gotten to the point where it's to schedule them so they can further contact. So provided the info, and bearing in mind, Facebook already has people's emails, so you've already just gained their info, their email, so you can start building your email list for email campaigns. And on top of that, just the fact that a lead is coming to your chatbot, they're automatically subscribed. So if someone's subscribed to your chatbot, you can send them messages whenever, basically. And you can send them sponsored messages. Obviously, sponsors, you have to pay for that, but you can send them sequences. So let's say you have a new newsletter, or you have a new deal going on, or you have a new retreat, or a new whatever it is, you can send that out to people in your subscription, and they're interested, okay, because they're subscribed to you. They've already interacted with your bot. So yeah, that's just another one of the benefits of chatbots. And as I said, for websites, you probably don't know how to create websites if you haven't got one. So you're gonna spend money either trying to figure out how to build like a very nicely optimized one, or you're gonna pay someone who's gonna low key extort you, just to build it for you. Okay, whereas this is all in Messenger. Your whole profile is a website basically, and it's trustworthy. This is more trustworthy. Really think about it. This is more trustworthy, and that's annoying than you clicking an ad and it redirecting you somewhere. How many times have you clicked an ad and it redirects you off the platform you're on, and you just immediately X out of it? Like, this is all within Facebook. You can retarget people. You can send however many messages you want within 24 hours. However, obviously, don't annoy the people. And, obviously say, oh yeah, we promise not to spam, blah, blah, blah. You can provide value, and you can collect so much information, and everything from every step of the way, whatever the question is, can be tracked, and you can tag different kind of clients. Okay, so this is how you can integrate dates and things like this. So let's say fitness people, whether you're a coach, whatever it is, you can link your Calendly. People can pick a time. You can choose, obviously, you can only have like 6 hours available, 2 hours available on whatever day. You understand? Confirm. People's numbers is there, all of that stuff. You can schedule, and everything's there. And even if people don't do this, look, oh, hi Sean, you didn't schedule your free call. So would you like to do it now? Yes, please. Great, schedule now. You see what I mean? And this message, it can be set, obviously for the purpose of the video, I set it for 1 minute, okay? But this can be set for 23 hours, 20 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours, whatever it is. So you can re-engage those people. And let's say you set it for 23 hours, the person then re-engages. When the person re-engages, you can then, message them again, because obviously, because of privacy and the whole, Facebook scandals and things like that, they've had to, tighten down, how much you can message people. But as long as people are re-engaging with you on autopilot without you actually having to do everything, because everything's pre-planned out, everything, it's all happy days. So, we've learned Nicheception. We've learned how to find our ideal clients and how to find our ideal clients within our niche. Spiritual people, age, blah, 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 roofing, demographic, and we found out the benefits of automating workflow with chatbots, ManyChat. This can all be built and integrated within a week. Okay. Within 1 week, your whole profile, social media, online presence can be turned into a well-oiled machine, generating you leads on autopilot while you sleep. Because, say for people, this doesn't really apply to people like roofers where you're, geographically locked. However, people like fitness people, if you're selling whatever you're selling, you can run ads worldwide. And people, different time zones, people stay up late, can 24/7 interact with you. Therefore, you can 24/7 gain clients. You can 24/7 build email lists. You can 24/7 target people. You can 24/7 gain sales. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. I told you it would be brief. I told you it would be informative. I know you're mind blown. Everything can literally be done on autopilot. You don't have to waste money. Stop wasting money on websites. Okay, unless it's you want to educate people in a different way. So say for fitness people, okay, if you want to have a video of yourself explaining something, whatever, that can be integrated into ManyChat. However, if you want to track drop-off rates of the video and super hyper refine, then obviously a website would be ideal. However, a chatbot can also be integrated. The same chatbot that can be integrated on Facebook can be integrated on your website. Do you understand? So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Hope you've taken some value from it. If you have any questions on how to do anything or how to sort anything out, feel free to give me, my email. One of my emails was there. It's one of my emails, or just give me a message, and I'm always free to talk. Within reasonable hours. Well, obviously it depends on the day and things like that, but I will get back to your reply within 24 hours on most days. Okay. If you're currently wanting to build something, I highly advise you to do so, because as I said, guys, if you're listening to this, you're an entrepreneur. Time is money. Okay, just save yourself time, make your business more efficient, and let's get this money, man. And I hope you've enjoyed.